Hello, good morning everyone. I'm just having my glass of water to get me ready. So let's see, who do we have this morning? So I'm Bobby Seagull, and haven't you all missed me this bank holiday weekend? Yes, I've missed myself too. So we've got hello to Ollie from Wolverhampton. Good morning to Zander. Hello Rachel, I'm here now. Good morning from Zoe, age 7. Ivy, Harry G, from Lee on C in Sussex, CL and Molly. Hello again, Manashi. Ivy in Leicestershire. Who else do we have? Jamie, I'm really great to hear you back. Rosa, 10 and Art, 8. Bishop Storfoot. Thomas, shout out to you. Hi from Hampshire. Where else do we have? Let's have a look. Who else? Can you all see me here? You can all see me here? Yes, you can all see me. Brilliant. Hi, Amelie from Kent. Hi, Yazan from Coventry. Abbas, age 7 from Croydon. Harry from Chertsey. Lots of people. So you can all see me. Just give me a thumbs up if you can see me. Just give me a thumbs up. I'm just checking that everyone can see me. Has it got a bit of snazzy tech today? A bit of snazzy tech. Let's have a look. So give me a wave. Can you all see me here? I can see myself. We're just double checking. So we've got Delilah from Cheltenham. Great. You can all see me. Brilliant. Okay. So, good morning. I'm Mr. Seagull. And welcome back. But you can call me Bobby. So let me put my teacher badge on. Again, I'm your teacher today. Your teacher, so there you go, Mr. Seagull, my teacher, pass on. And some of you would have been doing PE with Joe Wicks. So again, I'm really delighted you can join me at 10 for Maths with Bobby. So I'm a maths teacher, BBC presenter for the Monkman and Seagull Genius Guide Road Trip. Got a series 2 coming out very soon, and also the author of The Life-Changing Magic of Numbers. That's my face. Hi Molly and Sophie. Hi Ellie. So, for me, numbers have changed my life, and I want to help you to see how numbers can make your life really positive. So I'm really excited to be supporting Explore Learning with the launch of Explore at Home, as you can tell by that poster in my room there. And we're supporting their mission to keep education going during these challenging times. And you can find more about how to book a free online trial at explorelearning.co.uk. And again, one thing that we love to do is social media. We love social media. Yes, I can see a few people saying, yes, I can do maths. We're about to come to the song soon. So again, on Twitter, Explore Tutors. Instagram at explorelearning_official. And then I'm at Bobby_Seagull. I'm on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. So please do follow me, tag me in. And if you've got photos, videos of yourself in these lessons, we'd love to see them. It makes us so excited to see you getting engaged with maths. And the hashtag is Maths with Bobby. Fairly straightforward. Okay, so for people that were here last time, you remember my mantra. I'm going to change it over. Look at this. We have a blackboard. How exciting is that? We're going to start out. I'm so excited. I got a blackboard today. So the mantra was, a lot of people often say they can't do maths. And it's almost like they put an X on themselves. So are you all ready? Yeah? So it's, yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. We'll do that one more time for new people. So again, X is you can't do maths. But then we're going to do, yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Great. So, for people that are just joining us now, today is Key Stage 2 for age 7 to 11. So Mondays are Key Stage 1, 4 to 7 years old. Wednesdays are Key Stage 2. And then Fridays are Key Stage 3, 11 to 14. And we're covering different topics each week. Last week was fractions, and you can find that on the Explore Learning Facebook page, YouTube and Instagram, I think, as well. This week is calculations. Then we move on to time, then measurements, patterns and sequences, and then money. So each class will be roughly about 30 minutes of the content. Then I do a 1-minute Thoughts of Mr. Seagull, positive ways of thinking about your life. And then we'll spend 10-15 minutes answering your parents' or adults' questions and answers about anything about mathematics. So, who's excited? Hands up if you're excited. I'm excited, yes. And where's my little brain? I normally have a little brain somewhere here. If I find it, I normally hold on to a brain that shows you that I'm thinking. And that's thinking time for you. I will try and find the brain very soon. Okay, let's get started. So, initially, students, learners, can you make sure you have a pen and a piece of paper with you? A pen and a piece of paper with you. So in this lesson, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting off with some easy calculations, get your brain in gear, and then we're going to be looking at different types of multiplication, then worded problems with that, and then we'll learn a few Seagull secrets, tips and tricks for maths. And for this, you're going to see a special outfit I've got just for you today because you missed me over the bank holiday weekend. Okay, who else? Let's say who else we're going to shout out for. So we've got Flo and Charlie. Thank you so much. Who else do we have? Kat, Jasleen. Yeah, Flo and Charlie. I'm getting a double message saying you love maths. I'm so pleased. Jamie can do maths. Madalan can do maths. Gail can do maths. Kelly, so pleased. I'm so excited. Okay, so initially we're going to do a bit of mental maths. So I'm going to ask you 5 or 6 times table questions, and I want you to shout them back out at me. So imagine if I said to you 4 times 3, you're going to say 12. If I said 5 times 4, you're going to say 20. So you got that? So you're going to shout out at the screen. I need the positive energy. I need the vibes, okay? I need the vibes from you, the mathematical vibes, because I love maths. Okay, here we go. So are we ready? Zaina, Ethan, you ready? Samaya, Ibrahim, and Harry, we're all ready to go. Kelly and Kimberly. Okay, so here's some mental maths to get you warmed up. So the first one, 2 times 8. 16, good. Next one, 3 times 9. 27, good. 4 times 6. 24, good. 7 times 5. 35, good. 8 times 7. Florence and Pearlie, you got that? 8 times 7 is 56. And then the last one, 11 times 12. Bit of a tricky one. 11 times 12. Bianca, we got that safe. 11 times 12 is 132. Good. So that was just getting our brains warmed up, and we'll progress throughout this lesson. So what is multiplication? Again, even people doing GCSE, A-level, university maths like to understand what exactly are we dealing with. So I've got 8 pencils for you. 8 pencils here. So imagine I have 2 pencils here. Yeah. And then I add another 2 pencils. And I add another 2 pencils. And then I add another 2 pencils. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. And what we are doing essentially is repeated addition. And it's always good to make sure that we understand what we're doing with multiplication is repeated addition. And I'm going to test out my blackboard to see if this works. I'm really excited. For the first ever, are we all excited for my blackboard? So we did 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Again, this is really basic, but it's good that we understand the concept. And that was 8. So it's 4 lots of 2, which is 8. And that's just ultimately what multiplication is. Repeated addition. No matter how complicated the sums get, whether we have decimals, even percentages, it is just repeated addition. So, I think as a maths teacher that your times tables are one of the most important things that we can learn in primary, in secondary, even at GCSE and A-level. Because once you're confident with the times tables, like if I asked you 11 11s, 1 2 1. Hi Ken, you got that? Hello Callum and Luce, you got that? Because once you got the confidence in times tables, it means you can really progress with maths. And you always think, I can do maths. So make sure your times tables, whatever method you use, you do practice that every day. So we're going to recap a couple of popular methods. So I'm going to put up my first question for you to try out. I'm going to try out to give me your thoughts. So let's have a look. I want you to tell me what methods of multiplication you know. So I want you to type this out for me, boys and girls. So it should have a question which says, what methods of multiplication? So tap in your responses for me. What methods of multiplication do you know? Let's have a look. What do we have? So hopefully the poll should have come up, the question. What methods of multiplication? So I've got some Mayuri's saying she's got grid. I've got column from Jasleen. Let's see some more. So type, let's see what methods you have. Anyone, any others or other people? So we've got lots. We've got long division. We've got counting fingers from Daniel. That's fine. That's still a method you can count up. We've got stacked up by Sabir. We've got column from Dorota. Long multiplication from Victoria. Grid from Shan. So I can see a few things appearing. Number line from T Mayuri. We've got column from Tim. Timesing, bus stop. That's more division, but it's a method. So we've got lots of methods. Thank you. I can see lots of methods coming up. So the most popular that I've seen are column and grid. Thank you, Krina. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Sola. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an example with these two. We're going to do an example. So with your pen and paper, hi Ben, age 10, hi Eve, and hi Sam. Okay, we're going to do one example together. So let me rub out my snazzy new blackboard. Honestly, I'm so proud about this blackboard. I'm so proud. I've always wanted one. So when I was in school in secondary, my teacher had a blackboard, but now they're all whiteboard. Okay, so can you get your pen and paper? We're going to do an example as a class together. So can you put 3, 4, 2, hopefully it's clear, 5. Yep, do that for me. 3, 4, 2, 5 multiplied by 24. Okay, so we've all got that together. We're going to go through this just to make sure we've got this method really solid in our mind. So 3, 4, 2, 5 multiplied by 24. So with column method, what we do is we treat it as almost two separate calculations. So firstly we do 3, 4, 2, 5 multiplied by the 4. Then we do 3, 4, 2, 5 multiplied by the 20 and add it up together, but in a column method. So firstly I do 5 times the 4, which is 20. Okay, good. And then we carry the 2. Again, different people write the carry in different places. And then you do 2 times 4, which is 8, plus the 2, which is 10. So it's a 0, and you carry the 1. Then we do 4 times 4, which is 16, plus the 1, that's 17. So you have the 7, and you carry the 1. And then the 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1, which is 13. So again, every single bit here, boys and girls, whether you're age 7 or 11, we can do each of those times tables. All we're doing here is combining it together. Okay? Yeah, and I'm glad this is hard, it's good. It's stretching your brain. We only learn when we do new things. Okay. So now, what we're going to do the second time is, so you know we've multiplied everything by 4. We're going to multiply everything by 20 this time. By 20. So, we put a 0 there because we've already multiplied by the units, this unit column as it were. Now we multiply by the tens. So we do 5 times 2, which is 10. 5 times 2, which is 10. Hold on, I've got someone here saying, 5 times 2 is 10, carry the 1. Where are we now? 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Good. Then 4 times 2 is 8. And then 3 times 2, which is 6. So now we've got two different sums or multiplications and we add them up. And if you find it easy, good, I'm really pleased. 0, 0, 5 plus 7 is 12. So you put 2 and carry the 1. And then we have 8 plus 3 is 11. Plus the 1 is 12. Double check and do my own arithmetic. And then 8. So we should have 82,800. 82,800. So that's what we should be getting. So I can see a few people. Jaslyn got that. Vicky got that. So 82,800. And I'll double check with my own. Again, calculators I think are good to double check they're not good for doing the work itself, but it's always good to double check. Good, 80 to 800. So that is the column method. And now, what we're going to do is its big enemy. So imagine a boxing match. You got column method, like, I'm the column method. And the other person's like, I'm the grid method. So who is the preferred method? So let's look at grid. So, we should get the same answer. So I'm going to rub this out. My snazzy new chalkboard. So grid method. So, we're going to do the same question, but it's grid. So what we do in a grid that's slightly different, boys and girls, is again, can you draw that for me? Like a little cross there. Good, I'm getting, Agnieszka saying, she enjoys my learning methods, teaching methods, thank you. Mr. Seagull, I'm positive, it's a Wednesday morning, and reading maths. Obviously, I'm really excited. So, what we do this time is, it's 3,425. We split that number up into different components. So, you say 3,000 there. Then we say 400. Let me rewrite that one just so it's a bit clearer. Can you see there? I'll redraw the line a bit further along. So 3,000. Then we've got the 400. Then we've got the 20. And then we've got the 5. So they're the parts of 3,425. Yeah, we've got that. And the other part was 24. 24. So you put the 20 and the 4. And we make sure we put the multiplication sign in the top left-hand corner. And now what we do is, we multiply out each of the different boxes. Each of the different boxes. So you do 2 times 3, which is 6. And then we make sure that we add in the 0. So technically it's not adding, you're multiplying by 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. So we add 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros at 60,000. Now, we do this one here. 4 times 2, which is 8. And then we have 1, 2, 3 zeros left over. 1, 2, 3. That's 8,000. And again, try and write along with me. Then we do 2 times 2, which is, I'm glad, it's a very good class. Thank you so much, Florence, for the lovely kind words. 2 times 2, which is 4. And then we add the 2 zeros. And the last one, 20 times 5. So you do 5 times 2, which is 10, and add the remaining 0. So we've got one batch of numbers there. But we've not quite done it yet. We've got to multiply all these numbers by the 4. So you do 3,000 times the 4. So you do 3 times 4, which is 12. And then we add the 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. That's 12,000. So again, make sure you're following along. Make sure you're following along. And then we do 400 times 4. So again, we can always do the basics. We can all do 4 times 4, which is 16. And then we add the 2 remaining zeros. That gives us 1,600. Then we do 4 times 2, which is 8. And add the last 0, which is 80. And this last one, 5 times 4 is 20. And what I'd like you to do now is very quickly, can you add these up for me? Add these up for me. And I'll do it at the same time. And fingers crossed, we should get the same answer. So I'm going to do it underneath here. So can you do that on your piece of paper for me? And again, I can see through the board. If you're not doing it, I can see. So let's have a look. So I'm going to put it, so 60,000, 12,000. So I'm going to do it at the same time, but you do it as well. You try and beat me. 8,000, 1,600. What else we have? 400. Oh, but I'm running out of space. 400, 80, 100. Okay, I'm almost certainly running out of space. Okay, so add. Let's have a look. So add up the zeros, we get a 0 there. Add up that, we get 0, and then the 1 carried over. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 2 is 12. Then the 1 carried over. 8, 10, 11, 12. 1 carried over, 8. And I get 82,200. Which means the match between the grid and the column method was a tie. So it can be tricky, but I think it's the more practice you do, the better you get at it. So what I wanted to do is find out on a little poll, what methods do you prefer? Because there's the grid, there's the column, and there are other methods as well. There are other methods. And if there are other methods, let's have a look. Let's see what your favorites are. Poll. So I'm going to do a little poll now. So what is your favorite method of multiplication? So let me know. I want to see. So we've got grid, column, or other. And one thing I'd say, again, on our Twitter, our Instagram, even a TikTok or Facebook, let us know if you've got other methods. Perhaps there's an Egyptian style of mathematics or Chinese multiplication. If you've got a different method, take a picture, take a video of you doing it and send it to us. We'd love to see it, because with maths, there's usually different methods of doing the same thing. It's not like there's one way of fixing a cupboard or one way of painting a picture. With mathematics, there are different methods. We might get to the same answer, but we take different routes there. So let's have a look. So in the polling, about just under 20% of you say grid. Most of you prefer the column, and a few have got other. So for the boys and girls that have said other, can you please send me your other options? Thank you. I'd love to see your other options. So take a picture, take a video, send it through to us. Okay. So what I wanted you to try now is we're going to try a worded problem. Okay? We're going to try a worded problem. So let's have a look here. Worded problem. Because that's where, and I want you to try it for me. Because in the real world, so get this rub, I almost need like a little assistant, like a Hedwig in Harry Potter. So, in the real world, the reality is, someone won't turn up and say, oh, can you work out, who else have we got? They won't say to John or Rachel, they won't say, Rachel, can you work out 7,324 times 18? They could do, it's probably unlikely. But what could happen is, you get questions involving the real world. So this is a legitimate question. So as you can tell, I like claret and blue, because that's the colour of a football club. It's West Ham United. So imagine West Ham have a junior game. And the attendance for this match is really important. The attendance is 9,472 people. Okay? That's 9,472 people. And each person pays £15 a ticket. £15 a ticket. I want you now to come and tell me through a calculation. So I want you to go and do that for me. So let me go find my brain. Where can I find my brain? Okay, I've got my brain now. I'm going to give you a minute to work this out for me. So you can use either the column or grid or any other method. So go. I'm giving you about a minute and a half. Go. So 9,472 people attend a West Ham match, and each ticket was £15. How much was raised in total? So go ahead. So Karen, keep going. So this one, Robert, is a question I want you to work out yourself, and I'll create a question for you where you can actually type in the answer. Hold on, I'm going to do this for you right now. Okay, so I've got a question for you. So this one here, so I'm going to do it myself, and I want you to do it. So we've got about a minute left. I'm going to double check with my workings. I'm going to be quiet so you can work. So let's see. Has it been? So I've got £142,080. So 9,472 people, and £15 each. So let's see, what have we got here? Have we got people? So how's that poll come up for you? So 142.80. So if you've got 142.80, I can see a few people: Mita, Cled, Ala, Eli, Angela with the correct answer. So do double check. Emma Johnston with the correct answer. Wenju Wu as well. So really good, really good. So again, use whichever method you want. And I'll say one thing, boys and girls, with maths, with column or grid, whatever way you want to use, take your time. Take your time. Because with maths, I would rather someone take their time and get it correct and rush and make a mistake. So this was actually, Joanna's asking, it came up as a question rather than a poll. It came up as a question. So well done, lots of correct answers. Claire, Elisa, Tom. Okay. So the way that we could extend it, and I think I want to go on to the Mr. Seagull's maths magic tricks, is the way we could extend this is have a think about this for maybe next time and maybe send us your answers. How would you use the same method? Actually, I'm going to set you a question now that maybe you could send me the answers later on. So not in this lesson. So I'm going to write up the question for you. So we've got 10,000 people attending a basketball match, yeah? So 10,000 people. Of these, 7,200 were adults. So write this down and send us 7,200 were adults. Okay? And adult tickets cost £21. Okay? The rest of the audience were children. So the rest were children. And their tickets are a bit cheaper. They cost £12. So I want you, for later on, take a picture, show your method. I want to see different methods, whether it's column, grid, Chinese, lattice. So 10,000 people at a basketball match. 7,200 were adults. The rest were children. Adult tickets were £21 and child tickets were £12. How much was collected in total? So that's for you to do later. So if you're in year 5, you haven't learned this, use your parents, get some support, but have a go at doing that one. Okay, so we've got a few minutes left before we move on to Q&A. And what I wanted to do is something called Mr. Seagull's Mathematician. So hold on. I'm going to get my outfit for this. Hello, and welcome to Seagull Secrets. How are you all? So my name is Seagull Secrets, and I'm going to teach you a clever way of doing some mental arithmetic. Are you all ready for Seagull Secrets? Come on, you got to say yes. Are you all ready for Seagull Secrets? Yes, I think you are. Okay, so here's what I'm going to teach you. How to multiply 2 digits by 5 in your head. 2 digits by 5 in your head. So let's see. Let's have a look at this. So imagine I said to you 44. Imagine I said to you 44. This jacket is very awkward to wear. 44 times 5 in your head. What you should do is this number here, half of 44 is 22. And then just add a 0. 220. Let's try one more. So how about 62? 62 times 5. Half 62, we can do that. Half 62 is 31. And add a 0. And it seems to work for every single even 2-digit number. So if I said to you 88 times 5, we can all do that very quickly, because you can say Seagull's secret says half of 88 is 44 and add the 0. Excellent. So that is Seagull's secret for today. So what I want you to do is test this on people in your family. And I'm going to set you an extension. So we've got 2 tasks for you to do. One was the one about the basketball attendance. And the second one was, I want you to think about, this works with even numbers. But what would happen if I did 37 times 5? How would this method work? How could we use the same idea How could we use the same idea? So I want you to think about that and send us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. So again, we're at @ExploreLearning_official, at @ExploreTutors, and I'm at @bobby_seagull, #maths with Bobby. Please let us know. So remember again, if I said to you 82 times 5, you would say 410. Yes, 41 is half of 82, and I think that's a brilliant method. Brilliant method. Okay, thank you. So Seagull secrets are going to go back. They're going to go back. They're going to go back. Whew. Where's that man gone? Did you see that guy just teaching you mathematical tricks? He was really good. Let me see what he did. What did he do? It seems like he was teaching you the secrets to how to multiply 2 digits by 5. I was going to quickly test you before we move on to thoughts of Mr. Seagull. So if where is he gone? So if we did 52 times 5, Seagull secrets would say half of 52 is 26, and then add the 0. Well done, magician, wherever you are. We appreciated your help. Okay, thank you. So that is the method. So what I want you to do on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, at @Bobby_Seagull, #maths with Bobby, and also at @ExploreTutors on Twitter and at @ExploreLearning_official on Instagram, is to show us your methods. How might you do 37 times 5, and also the other question, and even the maths, the little maths rap that we did. Okay, so before thoughts of Mr. Seagull, we're going to do our positive lesson ending. So remember, I think I can't do maths. Come on, everyone get together. So we're going to go 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. We can all do maths with Mr. Seagull. Thank you. Okay, so at the end of every session before Q&A, I normally take a couple of minutes, boys and girls, Zoe, Shamson, Katie. I'm going to do a positive message. So thoughts of Mr. Seagull, and I do post more of this on my social media, on my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. So this is what it is. Today, it's a method by a lady called Angela Duckworth. And what she said was, she wanted to understand why certain people are successful. So she looked at students like yourself doing spelling competitions. She looked at people training for the army and young people trained to become teachers. And she tried to find out what makes people successful. And often people say, oh, it's to do with talent. Talented people do the best. That's not necessarily true. So she came up with this formula. So she's going to do a formula. So she said, and if you can write this down for me, it's Angela Duckworth. So talent, all of us have, we have talents. We've got things that we're good at and things we need to work on. So talent multiplied by effort. So I put, I'm maybe write it smaller. Talent multiplied by effort. Okay, talent multiplied by effort is skill. So we've got the first bit of the equation. Talent multiplied by effort is skill. So we've all got that, yeah? Talent multiplied by effort is skill. And then skill multiplied by effort is achievement. And I'll give you one example of how this works. If I can write it there, is achieve. Oh god, it's really tiny. Okay, so talent times effort is skill. Skill times effort is achievement. So who remembers a young tennis player called Coco Gauff? Any remember Coco Gauff? So she was the 14-year-old who got to the 4th round of Wimbledon, the youngest person ever to do so. And I think she became the youngest woman at the age of 15 or 16 to win a international tournament. And I'll tell you something about her, Coco Gauff. She clearly had talent. Her talent would have been she can see the eye and ball coordination of a tennis ball really well. So she can see that really well. The coordination is there. But that alone is not going to give you an award. She put effort into that and became a player with good tennis skills. Good tennis skills. And now she's got a skill. Coco Gauff, look her up on YouTube. She can play tennis really well. But again, that doesn't get you anything. So she has a skill, she can play tennis well, and she puts an effort into that. She puts an effort in. Yes, Anthea. Yes, Samantha. She puts an effort, and now she has achievements where she wins tennis tournaments. So for all of you out here, if you look at this equation, what's the most important thing? Is it talent? Is it skill? Or it's effort? effort counts twice. And that's why I always tell people with maths, never let anyone tell you that you can't do maths. Maths is all about, you may have a bit of talent, but you've got to put in the effort. If you put in the effort, you come on this journey with me over the next few weeks and you're going to start feeling really strong, confident and powerful mathematicians. Thank you. That is the thoughts of Mr. Seagull for today. So for the last 8 minutes, I've got questions. So I'm going to do a few more shout outs before questions. So I've got Shamsam, we can all do maths, Vince, Jasleen. So let's have a look at a few of the questions. So these are from the parents, so the adults. So the first one is, how strict should I be in terms of a schedule for doing schoolwork? Okay, so the students are going now, Mr. Seagull, be really nice to us. So what I would say is that these are really unusual times. We're not in school as we normally are. Again, with my students, we've got first lesson at 8:30, that goes on for 50 minutes, then the next one for 50 minutes. So we've got that routine. And you've got the bell going off. But what I would say at home is, try to create a routine where you wake up the same time, you've got particular lessons, particular activities, but also be flexible. If it's really nice in your back garden, or the adult in the house is making a cake and you want to support them to learn about ratios, do. So have a routine, but be more flexible. Because in school, if it's a maths lesson, it's time for maths. You can't go off to PE. But be flexible. What else do we have? So we got... hi Lisa, hi Kat, hi Rachel. Okay, so we have another question. How do I know what to teach from the curriculum? So I would say, go to your school website. So mine would be littleilford.newham.gov.uk, and on it most schools will have under maths in their primary school or secondary, they'll have a scheme of work. Have a look at that and that will tell you the topics on each term. So I would say that's my advice for that. And then any more shout outs? So thank you Martina, thank you Samaya. So who else do we have? One more final question before we sort of start wrapping up. A question is, what can I do if my child is feeling stressed about a particular topic? And again, I would say, stress sometimes in sport, in big events, you have a little bit of pressure, you perform well. Do you ever get that sort of nervous butterflies, before a test or before you're playing a big sports match, you're doing a speech in school? You get a bit of nerves. I think a little bit is fine, but too much, and then it impairs your performance. So if a child's feeling stressed about a particular topic, I would say leave it for a bit and come back. Maybe try a different approach. Maybe if they, for example, if they're finding column really hard, try the grid method. If that's really still challenging, find another method. So it's all about trying to find something that feels good for you. And I would say a little bit of pressure is good because it makes your brain work, but too much can get us really nervous. Really nervous. So I would say don't get too stressed out about things. Students here, and parents, adults, carers. So on Friday, we've got Key Stage 3. So we're going to continue with multiplication, but move on a bit further and extend it to look at estimation skills. So we might even look at things like how many bowls of cereal are being eaten in the UK today. And we'll use multiplication skills for that. So please tell your friends, family, other people to get involved. And then next week we'll be looking at time. So a couple of closing mentions before we end with our maths mantra, as it were, is every Wednesday and Saturday I do something called a new thing called Quiz for NHS. So it's on my YouTube channel, again on my Twitter at Bobby_Seagull or Bobby Seagull. And one thing that's really fun is on the Saturday one at 8 o'clock on my YouTube channel. So it's Quiz for NHS. We're trying to raise money for the NHS. But I always do a random primary school. So primary school, there's a few maths questions, some science questions, some history. So if you like quizzes or you like maths, come and join in on Saturday at 8 o'clock. It's my Quiz for NHS, so please do join in. So we're nearly here now. So again, I'm so excited to be supporting Explore Learning with the Explore at Home. And we've got lots of free activities at explorelearning.co.uk. And if you go to something called the Club, there'll be worksheets on the topics we've covered today. So again, on social media, Instagram at explorelearning_official, at Explore Tutors on Twitter. And again, I am Bobby_Seagull on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Again, you can message me on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube. Please send us your pictures, videos of how you're doing things, the answer to that problem we had with basketball, or even the different methods of multiplication. because again, I'm feeling so much positivity with you students here. So let's do a few more shout outs before we end up the session. So I actually got a couple of questions, one more question here. So Shilpi says, how can I challenge myself? And Shilpi, that's a really good question. And I would say, and I say this a lot to my students, Shilpi, is that if you're finding something easy, imagine today you're like, oh, I find column really easy. Try a new method. Try moving on to multiplication with decimals or even fractions, because that's the way you progress in maths. You need to get confident with something, but once you got that confidence, then you try moving on and do things that make you a bit out of your comfort zone. Not so much that you're like going, oh my lord, I don't know what's going on. You need to feel a little bit uncomfortable. That's when you learn. Your brain has that sort of growth zone where it's moving on. So a little bit uncomfortable. That's a great question, Shilpi. So last couple of you shout outs. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Josie. Thank you, Talia from Surrey. Thank you, Amir from Bournemouth. Thank you, Samaya, Caroline. Thank you, Tim. Again, so many wonderful people. I'm so happy. This is, it's a really bright sunny day and you're all here doing maths, because I think if you can become good at maths and feel confident, I genuinely think when you go out, become older in secondary school, an adult, you'll always know that you could do maths. And that makes me so proud to be your teacher. So, we're going to end with our maths mantra rap. So remember, we get into a cross, because people often say, I haven't got a maths brain. No such thing. So getting cross, we're going to do it twice, okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. One more time. 1, 2, 3, go. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Thank you. I've been Mr. Bobby Seagull, and we are Explore Learning, and we've been delighted to teach you maths today. Maybe see you on Friday at 10 a.m. or see you next week. Spread the word. #mathswithbobby, at Bobby_Seagull, at Explore Tutors, and Explore Learning _official. Tell us how you're doing. We love you so much with maths. Thank you and goodbye.